So I know I've posted a lot of TikToks lately regarding my friend that I lost. Um, Figured I would just do a little like who she was, how what she meant to me. Um, Her loss had an absolutely huge impact on me, big time. I've known Caitlin, Cat for short, for 22 years. When I started eighth grade at a new school, she was one of the first people that wanted to befriend me. So we always got along. We had sleepovers. We always hung out at the mall. We went through our emo phase together. Hot Topic, big old flared pants with the chains on them. That whole era, if you will. But she was one of my best friends. We were very close. Anytime I needed to vent or just talk, she was always there. She was struggling with her own mental health. Big time. She's always struggled with her mental health. And regardless of that, she was always an amazing person no matter what. She was very quiet and shy until you got to know her and she basically could trust you, and then she would open up more to you. And she always had me laughing. She was an amazing person. She would give you the shirt off her back. And, if she could help in any way, she would. Doesn't matter what it was. If you needed somebody to talk to at 2 o'clock in the morning, she'd be there talking to you at 2 o'clock in the morning. If you were struggling or you just needed to talk, she was there. And, she was just always there for me when I was going through a lot of hard times. And her family always treated me very well, like I was part of their family. And I think for a short time after I moved again, we lost contact for a little bit, but we rekindled, we found each other again, and we just kind of continued on like nothing ever happened. And that's just the type of person she was. Even if she had a grudge against you, she eventually was just like, yeah, whatever. But she was a very genuine person. She was hilarious. She never asked anybody for anything. She was just a kind soul. She was a very kind soul. And when her sister posted that she passed away, it didn't seem real. I didn't want to believe it. I even sent a message on her Facebook Messenger, and I was like, Kat, this is a joke, right? Like, this isn't true, right? And her mom ended up reaching out to me, and she was like, Tasha, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to tell you without hurting you, or without, like, telling you the proper way. Like, she didn't know. She's like, Tasha, she absolutely loved you. She talked very highly of you. And, you were one of her best friends. And it still doesn't seem real. I keep waiting for her to text or message me, and it sucks. It really sucks. I will always remember her for who she was. And, every day it's not getting easier, but I'm just grieving the best way I know how to grieve. But I'm grieving how I need to grieve. I did go back home to Massachusetts to say my goodbyes, and see her family, give them my condolences, and that was really, really hard. That was really hard, and it was open casket, so it made it that much harder. The minute that I stepped into that room, I lost it. I kept waiting for her to like just sit up and be like, hey, this is a joke, guys. But she didn't. She's really gone. And it still doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem real at all. And I hate it. I hate every ounce of it. It sucks. But I know she's around. We had such a tight bond, such a close relationship when we were teenagers. All we listened to was Good Charlotte. Good Charlotte, Good Charlotte, Good Charlotte. That's all we listened to, of course, with some other bands. Ever since she passed away, every time I get into my car, Good Charlotte is playing on the SMX radio, or whatever it's called. Every time. And I haven't heard Good Charlotte, and I couldn't tell you how long. But to hear it 2-3 times in one day, the minute that I get in my car, I knew it was her. Even when I was scrolling TikTok a couple days ago, I'm scrolling through TikTok, and guess what? Good Charlotte popped up. I'm like, it's her. She's letting me know that she's with me still. And that makes me feel a little bit more at ease, more comfort. But it still sucks because I can't just pick up my phone and be like, hey, I need to talk today. I have to talk to her in my own ways. I just don't get a response. So that is why I have posted so many TikToks regarding her, is because I'm grieving. And I want the world to know that she was an amazing person and that she meant a lot to a lot of people. She never thought she was liked very much. She had very low self-esteem, and we all tried to tell her, like, you're beautiful, you're amazing. But when you're struggling with your mental health, your brain tells you otherwise. So that is why I have posted all those videos, is because I miss her, and that is just my way of grieving. So yeah, she was a great person.